Good afternoon, YouTube. AstroPhoenix17 here with Vanguard deck profile for my Team 3 Realms. You may not know me, or you may know me for my Yu-Gi-Oh deck profiles, which I no longer do, and I no longer play Yu-Gi-Oh competitively due to outrageous prices and lack of originality. So here we're going to do, this is our starter, Nectar, Arboros, Dragon, Ratoon. This deck is a powerhouse build, and he starts it all. When the grade 1 rides him, when the grade 1 of the ride chain rides him, he searches for the grade 3 or grade 2 of the ride chain. Now for the triggers, other grade 0s or 4 heal triggers, it's common sense to run 4, and you want to keep up to the decks that are running nothing but crits. 4 draw triggers, the 4-leaf clover for good luck. We are not running, not 4, but 8 stand triggers. 8 stand triggers, I'll explain later. For the grade 1s, we got the grade 1 of the ride chain. What this does is when the grade 2 rides this unit and the grade 0 is in the soul, you select a rearguard unit on your side of the field, and you superior call a copy from the deck. So yeah, we are going Naruto, Kagebushin no Jutsu. This is common sense. These are the AK vanilla boosters. When in limit break, they become 11k boosters, which is really powerful, hitting those 20, 21, 23, 24k rows, 25 when it's behind the Vanguard. It's very significant. It hurts the opponent a lot, and that's why we run it. 4 perfect guards. This deck can run 3, but I'm running 4 due to the fact that there are some times when I have to call the perfect guard behind the Vanguard, just so I can actually have a unit to copy from the deck. I have one with 3 perfect guards in the boosting before. They are 9k boosters when in limit break. So this deck doesn't always need it, but we need 4 because if that happens, we'll at least have 1 left in the deck. 3 caramel popcorn to finish up our grade 1s. 3 because if we call it behind the Vanguard, it can actually be copied and get all the copies out of the deck, and then we're set. For the grade 2s, we have the grade 2 of the ride chain. When the grade 3 rides this unit, it also does the same thing as the grade 1. When the grade 2 rides it, it selects a unit in your rearguard center and it copies it. Again, Kagebushin no Jutsu. Next we have not 1 set, but 1 3/4 of a set of Counterblast 2, draw a card units. So far, Nectars are the only clan to have 2 of these units, 2 separate of the units that when it hits, it can draw a card for 2 counterblasts. And this is the main reason why we're abusing the hell out of the stand triggers. People are more likely to block these, guard these units. They also are the first to be attacked, so you gotta kind of like protect them as much as you can, as long as if you don't have others to replace them. They are 12Ks when they're in limit break, when another copy's on the field, and sometimes I don't even counterblast the draw, just so I keep my opponent from, so I keep my opponent guarding. That way, when I attack, they guard, because I still have open counterblast to do stuff. It keeps them always on edge, and it makes them very uncomfortable. Then for the grade 3s, we have the grade 3 of the ride chain. When this grade 3 rides the grade 2, again, the grade 2 does Kagebushin no Jutsu and copies another unit in the rear guard. But when this guy's in limit break, he gives all the units continuous effect, where if there's another copy on the field, they get both our units, or all the units with the same name, gain 3,000 power, and which is really significant. Again, if I have 11Ks, if I have him in the front, all him in the front row, and 11Ks in the back row, I am hitting for 24, 25, 24 rows. So that's very significant when in limit break. Last of the grade 3s, we are running Laurel. Laurel is a 10K, a 12K if it's attacking the Vanguard. It's very good when in limit break because it hits 15 to where 10K Vanguards have to use a 10K shield to block it. Also, when it's stood and in limit break, or when it's stood and it's not in limit break, it becomes a 17 powerhouse to where if your Vanguard is known as Shamshell, and they already took the damage, it still hits that 5K difference, and they still have to use a 10K shield to do stuff. The reason why I mentioned Shamshell is because one of my teammates runs Angel Feathers, and he would probably be having a deck profile later on. But yeah, that is the Arboros Dragon deck profile. Sorry it's taken a lot, and I don't know what you guys think about the stand triggers. To me, they work really well. You can even ask my teammates from time to time, see what their opinion is. I underestimated stand triggers before. It's just like, if I swing with Arboros Dragon, Sephiroth, and they perfect guard, I'm just chuckling underneath my breath due to the fact that, alright, I know I'm not going to drive check a crit, I'm just going to drive check a stand one of my other units, they just wasted a perfect guard for 1 point of damage. It's just really funny to know that, and sometimes I hit double stands to where I'll stand a whole row, and 2 of my rows will be tacking for over 20k. It's really funny, really fun, and it's just a complete powerhouse in a complete unique way of using the Arboros Dragon. Alright, well thank you, have a good day, and leave comments. Later.